Okay, I'm gonna try to answer that question for you, um, and let you so you can just think about it a little while, because I know you'll have plenty to say. I was going to make a comment on the video that you said, where you were asking how to show proof of how you asked me to come to YouTube. Well, let me tell you how I ended up on YouTube. I know I've told you before, but I'll tell you again, because I haven't repeated it too often. So here's where the second I read the lies in your book about family. That was kind of, I can't believe she done this, and why would she lie like that? The truth is enough, Mary. The truth is enough. And then, you know, when I read what you wrote about my children in that book, about how one of them killed herself, and that was like, oh, it devastated me that you would do that. It devastated me. And, you know, my mission at that point was to find out how you even knew that she was gone, first of all, and who, or if it was your own creation on the cause of death. When I was just, I was really just devastated and hurt and just tore up about that, because I couldn't believe that, you know, if you were going to say anything, it would have been, I don't know what happened, and, you know, she was good to me because she was good to you. And it bothered me that she couldn't say anything, couldn't defend nothing, and she left the two boys here that I, you know, it was important for me to continue the way that she was raising them. Okay, and you know, when I read that book, I seriously, I sat down to write the review, because, and it took me a while, Mary, because I just didn't know quite how to word it, but I finally got it on there as best as I can do for me. And I did it, but I read all the legal policies. I wanted to make sure I did it correctly, and I didn't, because I wanted it on there, and I didn't want them to take it off because I was not, you know, being ugly about it. So I wrote an honest review, probably a lot nicer than I normally would have, but I wanted it to stay there. And when I did that, and because I used my name, because I always use my name, because if a person has to hide behind something, there's something to hide. And when I'm telling something truthful, I don't need to hide or hide behind. I don't have to. I'll stand on what I say, and I'll apologize when I'm wrong, because that's the way I was raised. And I'll put my name there, because my name, you know, that's gonna be my name for the rest of my days. It was given to me at birth. It's gonna be mine all the way, and it also will go with what kind of person I am. So yes, I used my name. I used it on purpose and honestly, and that's, and even all my kids have done that. If you know, you think it's some kind of big mistake, no, it ain't a mistake. That's the way I taught them. If you got something to say, put your name on it. Put your name on. Don't be anonymous. Put your name on it. And if you can't back it, if you can't stand up for what you believe, well, don't say nothing at all. Just keep on letting that person write your story. And you know, you continue to trash talk with all your lies, working your storyline so that people would give you money. It's poor, poor me. Give me money. Give me weed money. So what choice did you really leave me? What choice did you leave me? Every time I left a comment, you deleted it. Each time, because you didn't want anyone else to read it or even inquire to see if I might have been saying any truth. So let me say something. When that door opened to say something, you bet I ran in it, because I wanted it out there. And that just tore you up, didn't it? That tore you up. Then your attacks got worse. You went from attacking me to attacking my children's lives and my grandchildren's lives by just making it up as you go along, being the storyteller. You went from that to putting our phone numbers on public display on your YouTube channel, where everybody could read the number and clearly read the number. You put on a big show one night wanting people to go after my older sister, 74-year-old sister who lives alone. who doesn't even have internet or cable. You put a 74-year-old woman who don't even, at that point, didn't even know what you were saying. You put her name, her full name, and what area she lives in. You put it out there and was begging people to go get her. Go find out for you what you wanted to know. Go get her. And that wasn't even enough for you after people were telling you not to do that and take, not to do that. There's a reason why people say don't do that. What do you think it is, huh? Think about that one. That wasn't enough. You started, then you come after my grandkids, and you started with the ones you saw out there playing that day. Who, I reviewed that over and over, and I know there was nothing like you indicated, nowhere near nothing what you were saying going on. That day wasn't even nothing about you. It was me introducing the channel. You know why I did the channel? Because those people that were kind enough to let me speak, you went after them. And see, I got a conscience and I care about things. And anybody who's that good to me, or that good, period, I don't want them attacked because they opened up something for me. And that's one reason I've been learning how to, what to say and stuff, and how to say without getting anybody in trouble, because I don't want anyone to lose anything for opening the door for me. See, you wouldn't understand that because you have no loyalty whatsoever. None. I do, though. I care very much, and I don't want them hurt. None of them. I don't want J.J. Stoner or Daywade, and that includes Royce and all of them. Hatman, Adonis Paul, Virgie, Lord, you went after that poor guy. And he's young, and he's got a lot of talent. He's got a good future ahead of him. And you just took and just ripped apart his channel, which wasn't even very old. I heard it was about a month old. I mean, what kind of person are you? Because he allowed someone to speak truth, allowed someone to defend themselves, that he took it upon himself and pulled the legal records, the documents, the ones that prove that you're a liar by a legal standpoint of view, not my word, but legal word. You attacked him, and it devastated me. It hurt me. I'm not kidding. I didn't go online for a couple of days because I was just so tore up about it, because I felt responsible. Because I know you and they don't, and I know what you're capable of, and they didn't. So that's when the decision I made to go public myself was putting forth. And I thought, well, either, now the next thing I knew I had to do, I was going to have to think about a lawsuit against you, or a cease and desist, or some kind of action against you to shut you up. But see, I know how it works. I know I'm learning, because I'm making a point of learning that it wouldn't stop you. But then I realized, I waited, and you know what? I decided for myself personally that YouTube channel was my way to stay and control the end of the story. You're not going to dictate what my great-grandchildren know about our family. You're not going to, because you're not a good example. We'll stand on our own. Thank you very much. So that's why I had to start the channel. Well, you know what? When I passed everything on to the people, every name that you brought up online, I sent it to them. I was like, it's your choice to either go after her or not. Do it legal, whatever you want to do. It's up to you now. Because I had taken on too much by trying to defend and keep other people protected from your garbage, that I was starting to wear myself down here at home. So I had to do something. And that's when I thought, well, I'm going to focus on this. And I still get involved every once in a while, because you just don't stop, and I can't help it. But that's why I'm on there. And you know what? And that's why. And then you did that little video of trying to blackmail me, and that was kind of a determination factor right there. First you said, you got to put your mama in jail, just because I won't go away. I won't quit talking, and I won't say what you want me to say. You attacked my grandkids, saying that you were going to destroy them because I won't say what you want me to say, and I won't go away. Then you informed me on YouTube that if a person didn't want to be attacked, then they would have gave you what you wanted. and not let you out in the world to do this. Well, you know, you got a point there. We should have had you committed. That's what we should have gave it all we had. But you know, I don't know. Yeah, I wish I knew a lot of things then that I know now. And then the phone numbers, and you know, and I got your phone number from the caller ID when you called. Now think about that. Who is attacking and harassing who? Who's doing it? You know everything. You think you know everything about me from my Facebook page, which you said nobody had a right to yours, but yet you feel like that you and all your godly wisdom have a right to mine. Well, isn't that something? Because the rule works both ways. It works both ways. Well, listen, I got to stop this one because I don't like to go too long. It's just too long for people to sit through. But that's why I'm on YouTube, because I will give my great grandchildren a full, truthful story as much as I can publicly. They will not rely on your garbage to tell what their grandparents and great grandparents were.